Welcome back to the channel. Today we're sharing a story that goes beyond balloons and confetti. Our double gender reveal party, double the excitement, showcasing the organization, anxiety, emotions, and potential surprises in an event designed for two babies. This is not just about pink or blue, it's about preparation, anticipation, family bonds, and the emotional roller coaster that comes with waiting to meet two new lives. If you love heartfelt stories, behind-the-scenes planning, and real emotional journeys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment like this. Now take a deep breath, because this celebration was bigger, louder, and more emotional than anyone expected. Our double gender reveal party, double the excitement, showcasing the organization, anxiety, emotions, and potential surprises in an event designed for two babies. The idea sounded magical at first, almost cinematic, like something pulled from a highlight reel of perfect family moments. But behind that polished image was a whirlwind of planning that began months earlier, when the realization settled in that two tiny heartbeats meant a surprise is waiting to be unveiled. The thought of coordinating an event that balanced symmetry and individuality felt symbolic of parenthood itself. Every decision carried weight, from the color palettes to the cake design, from the guest list to the timing of the reveal. Nothing could feel uneven, yet nothing could overshadow the other. The vision had to reflect unity while honoring two distinct lives preparing to enter the world. It was not simply about aesthetics, it was about creating a memory powerful enough to mark the beginning of a new chapter defined by multiplication of love, responsibility, hope, and wonder. Planning quickly evolved into a full-scale operation that required meticulous organization. Vendors were contacted, themes were debated, and backup plans were created for every imaginable scenario. Weather forecasts were checked obsessively, decorations were measured twice, and seating arrangements were drawn and redrawn to ensure every guest would have a clear view of the defining moment. There was something poetic about the symmetry of it, altar balloon arches mirroring one another, two cakes concealed beneath neutral frosting, two sealed envelopes guarded like sacred treasures. Every detail carried the quiet pressure of expectation. The decorations had to capture excitement without revealing secrets prematurely. Even the music playlist was curated to build suspense gradually, layering anticipation like a rising crescendo. Beneath the surface of ribbons and pastel fabrics, spreadsheets and timelines told another story, one of precision and contingency, of wanting everything to unfold flawlessly for a day that symbolized a once-in-a-lifetime milestone. As the event drew closer, excitement intertwined with anxiety in a way that felt almost electric. Sleep became lighter, thoughts became louder, and every small logistical detail seemed capable of unraveling the entire experience. What if the confetti cannons malfunctioned? What if someone accidentally discovered the results too soon? What if expectations quietly shaped emotions in ways that could not be predicted? Carrying two babies meant carrying two unknowns, and with that came the realization that control was, at best, an illusion. The party was a carefully constructed stage, but the emotions would be raw and unscripted. Beneath the surface smiles and confident planning lived a vulnerability that pulsed steadily. This was not only about revealing genders, it was about confronting hopes that had been forming silently for months. Every heartbeat seemed amplified by the knowledge that in one brief moment, assumptions would transform into reality. Family members reacted to the concept with contagious enthusiasm, yet each carried their own quiet predictions and private wishes. Conversations swirled with speculation, playful debates, and imagined futures. Some envisioned matching outfits and coordinated sibling adventures, while others imagined the beauty of contrast and individuality. The anticipation united everyone in shared suspense, yet it also highlighted how two unborn babies had already begun shaping expectations. Grandparents spoke about legacy, friends imagined playdates, and extended relatives offered advice as if the colors themselves could define personality and destiny. In the midst of that collective excitement, there was a delicate balance to maintain. The celebration needed to honor joy without reinforcing stereotypes, to celebrate identity without confining it. This awareness added depth to the planning, transforming it from a simple announcement into a meaningful acknowledgement of two unique journeys about to begin. The venue itself became a canvas for symbolism. Soft, neutral tones dominated the decor, allowing the eventual reveal to burst forth dramatically. Twin tables stood side by side, each adorned with identical centerpieces to represent equality. Yet subtle details distinguished them as slightly different floral accent, a unique ribbon texture, a personalized keepsake placed discreetly at each setting. The air carried the scent of fresh flowers and vanilla frosting, mingling with the hum of quiet anticipation as guests began to arrive. Laughter filled the space, but beneath it lingered a shared understanding that everyone was waiting for something transformative. Cameras were positioned strategically, capturing angles that would preserve every reaction. The atmosphere felt suspended between celebration and suspense, like the calm before a fireworks display. Every glance toward the concealed reveal boxes intensified the sense that something extraordinary was about to unfold. Behind the scenes, final checks unfolded with almost ritualistic precision. Envelopes were verified, instructions were repeated, and trusted confidants ensured that the secret remained intact until the appointed moment. The dual nature of the event required coordination that felt almost theatrical. Timing had to be synchronized so that both reveals would occur simultaneously, avoiding any imbalance of attention. The symbolism of that synchronized moment carried emotional weight. It represented equality, unity, and the shared beginning of two lives intertwined from the start. Yet even as the plan solidified, nerves fluttered persistently. There was an awareness that despite every rehearsal and checklist, genuine emotion could not be choreographed. The reveal would belong to the raw, unfiltered reactions of the parents and the crowd. That unpredictability was both terrifying and beautiful, a reminder that life rarely follows a script. As guests settled into their places, the energy shifted subtly. Conversations softened, eyes turned forward, and the atmosphere thickened with anticipation. Standing at the center of the decorated space felt surreal, as though time itself had slowed in reverence for the moment. Thoughts raced backward through months of doctor visits, ultrasound appointments, whispered conversations late at night, and dreams formed in quiet solitude. Carrying two babies had already reshaped routines and priorities, and now this public unveiling felt like the first communal acknowledgement of that transformation. Hands intertwined tightly, breaths synchronized instinctively, and the awareness of shared vulnerability intensified. The countdown began not as a shouted chant, but as a collective inhale that seemed to ripple across the room. In those suspended seconds, the world narrowed to a single focal point that concealed mechanisms that would release two bursts of color into the waiting air. The explosion of confetti erupted in perfect synchronization, cascading downward like a vibrant waterfall of revelation. For a fraction of a second, colors blurred together, suspended mid-air before gravity claimed them. Gasps echoed, followed by cheers that swelled into a chorus of emotion. The sight was overwhelming not because of the specific colors themselves, but because of what they represented: clarity emerging from months of curiosity. The symbolic transformation from unknown to known felt monumental. Tears surfaced unexpectedly, laughter broke through tension, and embraces tightened instinctively. The dual reveal created a layered emotional response, as minds processed two realities simultaneously. There was beauty in that multiplicity, in witnessing how joy could expand rather than divide. The confetti settled gently onto shoulders and hair, tangible remnants of a moment that would be replayed countless times in memory. Yet beyond the immediate celebration lay quieter reflections. Seeing the colors revealed did not define the baby's futures, but it did crystallize the transition from anticipation to preparation. Names suddenly felt more concrete, nursery ideas gained direction, and imagined scenarios shifted into more detailed visions. The party had served as a bridge between secrecy and openness, between speculation and affirmation. In that bridge existed a deeper understanding that parenting twins would demand resilience, patience, and adaptability. The dual reveal symbolized more than gender. It symbolized entering a new dimension of responsibility. The crowd's cheers gradually softened into conversations filled with congratulations and shared excitement. Beneath the surface festivities, a profound sense of gratitude emerged: gratitude for health, for family support, and for the opportunity to witness such a rare and amplified milestone. Unexpected moments added texture to the celebration. A sudden gust of wind carried stray confetti across the lawn, creating an unplanned but breathtaking visual. A small delay in the music created a pause that heightened suspense rather than diminishing it. Minor imperfections, once feared during planning, became cherished details that made the event authentic. There was a realization that perfection had never been the true goal. The heart of the celebration lay in shared emotion, in the collective gasp that transformed into laughter and tears. Embracing those unscripted elements mirrored the acceptance required in parenting itself. Two babies would inevitably bring unpredictability, sleepless nights, and unforeseen challenges. The party, in its beautifully imperfect execution, became a metaphor for that journey. As evening approached, golden light bathed the venue, softening the vibrant colors into warm hues. Guests lingered, reluctant to let the moment dissolve completely. Photographs captured frozen smiles, but the deeper memory lived in the shared emotional current that had pulsed through the gathering. Conversations shifted toward the future nursery designs, potential hobbies, imagined sibling dynamics. The double reveal had not simply doubled excitement, it had multiplied connection. Friends and family felt more intimately woven into the unfolding story. The realization settled gently that this event marked the first chapter in a narrative that would continue to expand for decades. The symbolic unveiling had planted seeds of anticipation for countless milestones yet to come. Cleaning up the venue carried a surprising sense of calm. Gathering fallen confetti and folding decorations felt almost meditative, as if tidying the physical space mirrored the emotional settling within. The intensity of anticipation had given way to clarity. The secret was no longer hidden. It was celebrated and shared. In that transition, a quiet strength emerged. Carrying two babies still held uncertainties, but the reveal had transformed abstract curiosity into tangible reality. The experience reinforced the importance of community, of inviting others into moments of vulnerability and joy. It underscored how shared celebrations deepen bonds and create collective memory. Later that night, replaying the recorded footage illuminated subtle details missed in the moment: the widening of eyes, the trembling of hands, the way light refracted through airborne confetti. Watching those reactions felt surreal, as if observing another version of oneself suspended in heightened emotion. The video captured not only colors, but transformation. It documented the instant when imagination solidified into identity. That documentation would one day become a gift for the children themselves, a visual testament to the anticipation that preceded their arrival. The dual reveal, preserved in digital memory, became part of their origin story. In the quiet that followed the celebration, reflection deepened. The planning stress, the sleepless nights, and the meticulous coordination now felt worthwhile. The phrase, "our double-gender reveal party," doubled the excitement, showcasing the organization, anxiety, emotions, and potential surprises in an event designed for two babies encapsulated not just an event, but a journey. It represented the delicate interplay between control and surrender, between preparation and acceptance. It affirmed that while details matter, the essence of any milestone lies in shared humanity. Two babies had already taught a powerful lesson before even arriving, that love expands infinitely when given space to grow. The memory of that day remains vivid not because of flawless execution, but because of layered emotion. It stands as a reminder that life's most meaningful experiences often exist at the intersection of planning and unpredictability. The double reveal was not merely an announcement. It was a declaration of readiness to embrace whatever lay ahead. Two heartbeats, two colors, one amplified celebration. In doubling the surprise, excitement was not divided but multiplied, echoing far beyond a single afternoon. The confetti may have been swept away, but the resonance of that shared moment continues to shimmer quietly in memory, a promise of the extraordinary journey that awaits. Looking back, the double-gender reveal was never just about discovering pink or blue. It was about standing at the threshold of transformation and choosing to celebrate uncertainty with courage and love. Planning every detail taught patience. Facing the suspense revealed vulnerability. And witnessing the explosion of color reminded everyone present that life's greatest surprises often arrive in pairs unexpected, overwhelming, and beautiful. Two babies mean twice the responsibility, but they also mean twice the laughter, twice the growth, and twice the opportunity to love without limits. In the end, the true reveal was not the colors in the sky, but the depth of connection and gratitude felt in that shared moment.